Jasrotia, if I can just sort of summarize the two questions, I love my role as a moderator here right now, but if I can just summarize, there's basically two questions. One is that nobody's questioning the categories of reservation for these nominated MLAs. I think what people are questioning is the fact that the Lieutenant Governor and the BJP are already coming up with names before the election results have been declared, before the elected assembly is in the house. Should it not be the role of the elected assembly to figure out who is going to fill these nominated positions? Right. That's one question. And the second is, given that you're saying that you are making inroads in the valley, as Smita pointed out, my travels in the valley, that doesn't seem to square up with the kind of anger that there still is on the ground against the PDP, which is suffering electoral defeats in this election as a result of their alliance with you in 2014. If you could just respond to these two questions.
Iltija is leading, you just saw.
Iltija will, yeah. They will make a few
they're leading
seats,
in five.
Yeah, am I audible?
Mr. Jasrotia.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes,
very clear.
No, first question, because somebody was talking about democracy. You know, what do you mean by democracy? Because gone are the days when with 5,000 votes you used to become MLAs and 10,000 votes you used to become ministers and 15,000 votes you used to become chief ministers. Now, lakhs of votes you have to take for qualifying for all these posts. This is what has changed after 5th August 2019, and people should realize this thing. And if somebody is talking about democracy, we people of Jammu have suffered a lot due to the apathy of this Indi Alliance. At that time, you can say Congress and NC Alliance. Because 1951-52 First Assembly, we were lakhs ahead in population than Kashmir. What we got? 1.5 dozen extra seats were given to Kashmir at that time. And we were suffering, and we have suffered from past 5-6 decades due to that. Now the real form of democracy is there because everybody was out and people have voted in lots, in lakhs. That is what was lacking in Kashmir. I can understand we are a bit, still we have to do many things in Kashmir, but we are not lacking behind. The thing is that people of Kashmir have started accepting Bharatiya Janata Party also over there. And why shouldn't they accept? Because the injustice with the people of Kashmir, they have really suffered. And I'm already talking about 1.5 lakh graves, which are there due to just only one rigging of 1987 elections, which was just because of those, sorry to use a word, dolly-goster leaders who were not prepared to leave the throne. And that is why that rigging took place. And after that, this gun culture went into Kashmir. And we took 3 decades just to come back to normalcy. 70% decline is in the terrorist-related incidents. And if you're talking about the single largest party, then who is the single largest party? 85% people of Jammu, including both Hindus and Muslims, they are supporting Bharatiya Janata Party. In Kashmir also, 10 to 15% votes near about we are going to take. So that is what is acceptability. These political parties in the alliance. What about individually? If you talk about national conference, how much vote they are going to get, how much Congress is going to get, maybe 2 or 3 seats in the Congress kitty, or maybe 20 or plus seats in the national conference kitty. Still, Bharatiya Janata Party remains as the single largest party in Kashmir. And this is all what we have done over here. Let's be very practical on this situation. G20-like events taking place in Kashmir. This is how Kashmir has changed.
Right. So, Dr. Jasrotia, if I can just come back to the question. I mean, you've taken the point about how the BJP is making inroads in the valley, but I think the more important question today, given that, is this issue of the nominated MLAs, and we would really like you to answer this question, because I don't think, and I'm repeating this, I don't think anybody is questioning the categories of the reservations for these nominated MLAs. What they're asking is why you can't wait for the elected assembly to be in place before these names are given.
Who has nominated? There is nothing from Bharatiya Janata Party. We have not yet given the names. But one thing is here, that in case if these 5 people are nominated by the government, then that is what the 1963 rule says, that they have to be nominated. And who is getting the benefit? POJK people are getting benefits. Kashmiri Pandit Samaj, who have suffered the genocide, they are getting the benefit. Women are getting the benefit. If National Conference is not benefited out of it, or PDP is not benefited out of it, then that's still a problem. But one more thing, right from 1951-52 till 1967 or 70s, these nominated, there were nominated member parliaments from Jammu and Kashmir, and Sheikh Abdullah Saab used to nominate those. So that is the apathy, that is the injustice we have suffered over here. So you can realize the people of Jammu, they have really suffered a lot, and we all have suffered over here. Now, if you past 5-6 years, things are improving, I think you should always take it on a positive note.
Who would you like to ally with to form a government if you're in Jammu and Kashmir?
That somebody for whom country remains first, somebody who can really, help us in getting the situation 101% this free from terror and free from guns. So
Do you
those are
have any parties in mind
I
or
already said
individuals?
this decision is to be taken by the higher command. I am too small as a leader for that to say all this.